to KRC Times. I am Bishudip from Imphal. Right now I am in the office of Meitei Leepun, and with me today the Chief of Meitei Leepun has consented to speak to me in their Langaul office. I welcome Mr. Pramot Singh for speaking to us. Namaskar. And I would start my question with today we are at 70 plus days of this Manipur conflict which has started. What do you see where we have reached in it?
May I have to make a clarification that there is no conflict in Manipur. What happened is there is a group of people called Cookies who were settled in the hills of Suransampur by the British. And these people are sheltering those Cookies who are still homeless and loitering around Southeast and South Asian regions. And these Cookies in Manipur, they are sheltering these people, and more people they are bringing in as illegal immigrants. And they push out the original inhabitants of Suransampur, that is Meitei, from Suransampur. So they started such a riot. They design and pre-plan and started this riot so that the implementations from the government side which aim at evicting out the illegal immigrants, the Cookies from the reserve forest, not only the Cookies, others also, and to implement NRC so that no more illegal immigration in Manipur, including Cookies. Then also they are trying to curb the menace of drug, called a war on drug, which will curtail the income of the Cookies, which they use as a means to advance their homeland demand. So to stop all this initiative from the government, they pre-planned and created this riot. It was not a conflict, they just started it, so people are responding. Because in the democratic setup, dialogue is the first option, for which government of India and government of Manipur did a sue with this homeland, these people who demands homeland, separate homeland. And when this dialogue fails, because for more than 20 years this dialogue has been going on in the name of sue, but it has never been fruitful, so the dialogue fell. And when they created this riot, and when these Cookie militants started attacking the Meitei innocent villagers, then military does not intervene. That is what you refer to, the 70 days. So the second option, that is military, also fell. When dialogue and military fell, it is our duty, the people, it is the duty of the people to defend our land. This is the third option. That is what we are doing.
So right now, Mr. Pramot, what we are able to see that the government is trying its best to bring down a tranquil peace and solution. Mr. Amit Shah has visited Manipur, and still today we see no big changes in the status quo. So looking into this scenario, looking into the progress till now, where do you see we are heading towards?
I am very hopeful, and I am very hopeful both to the government of Manipur and government of India that they must be having some plan, operational plans, which not necessarily cannot be publicized, cannot be in the public domain. So they must be doing their best. That's what I am very hopeful. But whether they do or do not, it's our responsibility to respond our land. That's what we are doing. And we cannot say that government is not doing anything, because whatever they are doing, we don't know. So it's not mean that they are not doing anything. It's only that the government doesn't have a channel through which they will tell the people this is what we are doing. So if there are 100 people they are doing, 100 things they are doing, at least 10% of this, if they can disclose to the people, then people will just return back to the very trustful which they always had this with this government.
Government of India, Ministry of Home Affairs, has recently passed a order where Amit Shah has also stated when we asked him last time, there is lots of illegal immigration happening in Manipur, lots of fake voter ID cards which we have found. Now, looking into that, Government of India has passed a order that biometric would be done in the state of Mizoram, Manipur and all other northeastern states. Advisory has come out. Regarding that, what do you think of this development?
It's a good initiative, and we have been demanding for an NRC or any mechanism which will be a tool to identify those illegal immigrants based on a cut year. So it's a very good initiative that government of India is taking up, that biometrics, through the biometrics they are going to identify the illegal immigrants, which we are fully supporting. Also, we are appealing to the people, the indigenous people of Manipur, and also to the permanent residents of Manipur, the citizens. The citizens in Manipur, there are two, those who have been with us, because Manipur didn't start when India started, when India, the country started. Manipur has been an ancient country. We merged with India. So there are people who have been with us for centuries, the Nagas. Today they call themselves Nagas. These people and the Meiteis, we are the indigenous. And also there are Manipuri Nepalis, the Marwaris, the Biharis, and the Muslims and the Kukis, who were brought to Manipur and settled here during different stages of the history. Like the Kukis, who were brought by the British, now they have become part of Manipur. So they should also be very cooperative in identifying the illegal immigrants. Once it is done and deported them back to the place where they came from, then the situation will be, scaled down, and by then we will start talking about this. Yes.
Well, do you think narco-terrorism is the root cause of this conflict which we are facing, or there is something else?
No, narco-terrorism is not the root cause. Root cause is some displaced people in South and Southeast Asia. They are trying to find a home in the countries including India, Bangladesh and Myanmar. And in their sense, the homeland it could be a sovereign country or a state within the countries, or a village or a plot where they can build their home, because they don't have anything which they can call a home. So that is the root cause. So whoever settled by the British here, and those who are still yet to infiltrate here and keep infiltrating illegally, their history, their folk tale is same, their culture is same, their language is same, food habit is same, everything is same. History is same in the sense that they have folk tales like their forefathers had folk tales that we never had a home, a country which they can call for themselves. And they themselves don't have, and their children also will be homeless. So that is a sentiment shared by those settled by the British, and those are outside the border. So they are cooperating and sheltering more and more illegal displaced people, the Kukis, as illegal immigrants here, that without document, without visa, they are just penetrating here in a clandestine manner. So homeland is the root cause, and narco-terrorism is just a means to advance their demand for homeland. So through this narco-terrorism, they are earning money, and that money they are used in funding the militants, purchasing their weapons, training them, and purchasing new lands where they can settle these illegal immigrants. That's what they are doing. No? So narco-terrorism is not the root cause. And Home Minister himself said the illegal immigration is the root cause. For that they are doing biometrics, and he also mentioned that there is an element of narco-terrorism in this whole program. That's what he has said.
So do you also think that the people who are settled here, who has valid documents and settled here, they should come out and identify people who are coming without documents in this state?
Yeah, and those who were brought by the British, as I already mentioned, they are now permanent resident of Manipur, also the citizen of India. No? But they keep on coming, and so sometimes we don't know who is who. Those whoever in the bureaucracy or in the political sector space in Manipur, many of them, there is a very valid rumor that many of them must be illegal immigrants only if we identify them based on a cut year. No? And not only them, there are people in the Union government at sensitive issues like defense, immigration, and customs. No? And they are in many places. So these people are posing as a big security threat. Their credentials also should be checked and reviewed and identify whether they are really Indians or are they some kind of a people whose allegiance is somewhere else, not India. No? That we have to identify because it's a big security threat.
You have spoken a very strong voice against this homeland and illegal immigration. And you are also demanding an investigation and a national threat to the country because of this illegal immigration happening, including penetration of people in bureaucracy in the Union Govt also. Now, there is a popular voice which is coming out in the people of Manipur that the government of the day should convene a state assembly and discuss these critical issues and tell people what the government is planning to do ahead. What do you think about it?
I don't know.
Because you are always with the people. We have seen that you are among the people in various places, and you must be having some idea about what is the mood of the people.
I cannot answer about the people, but I'll be able to give what Meitei Leepun thinks. No? We are preserving Meitei values that we believe in our elders and to our leaders. So we follow what leaders say. No? So these political leaders, we have elected them to be the leaders. No? Now they are our leaders. It is us who made them to lead us. So let them lead. Let's not tell them how to lead us. We have elected them, now let them lead. That's what we believe in. So, as I already said, this land, the Manipur, was not given by India. This land was protected and preserved by our forefathers and given to their future generation, that is us. No? And again, it is our duty to protect and preserve this land to be given to our future generation. So what we are doing today is not for ourselves, it is for our sons. And our sons will protect and preserve it for their sons. That is what Meitei-ness is. So whether the government respond or not, it is the duty of each and every Meitei to protect our land. No? Manipur is nothing but just an idea. There is no such thing called Manipur. No such thing called Manipur. It is just an idea. A nation is just an idea. There is no nation. The sense of belongingness, the emotional attachment is what a nation is about. No? So Manipur is just an idea. It is just a reflection of Meitei values. which is characterized by coexistence of different communities, respecting each other's identities, and preserving our culture and living together, coexisting based on mutual respect. This is what Meitei has been doing. Otherwise, there will be no small tribes who are there. We could have just finished them off. If we were cookies, we would have done it. No, that is what they are doing. So they came here, they started demanding a homeland, and they started encroaching lands illegally. They are encroaching space of other people. They are driving out other people. That is how the fight started. No? So they are breaking the ideas of Manipur, which is the reflection of Meitei. So we are responding. That is what we are doing. And as I already mentioned, when the dialogue fails, in terms of Sue is never fruitful. No, I don't know what negotiation India and Manipur government is having with these cookies. No. Second, the military is failed. The security, I don't know what plan they have, but they are yet to protect the people. No, they are not protecting. So military fails. So we are the last line of defense. So we cannot fail now. And whether their homeland, whether they do it with narco-terrorism or with whatever power they do, because we know that powerful elements are involved in their process of demanding for homeland, that they are misused as vote bank by the politicians. That also we know. Like many, I will not name, but there are ministers and MLAs who have multiple villages under their name as chief. No, they are sheltering this illegal immigration and given this fake IDs, fake voter IDs, and they are being used as vote banks. No, so politicians are involved. Then missionaries are involved. They are converting these people into Christianity, and they want to play this pre-planned riot of Kuki as a fight between Hindus and Christians. That is what they are planning to do, so that they can attract attention from the outside, different from wealthy countries, and they want fun. They want to attract the sympathy of other countries and other parties, and they want to push this conversion process in a bigger manner. No, that's what they are doing. So missionaries, narco-terrorism, and politicians, they all are involved. So whatever political or whatever powerful people are involved, as long as they try to break the beauty of Manipur, Meitei, we will always respond, whether it be democratic manner or narco-terrorism manner. We will just protect our land because it is our duty. Yeah.
Okay, now what is the way forward and what role Meitei Leepun would play in coming days?
We will be supportive to the government of India in implementing this identification process for what they call NRC, this biometric thing. And we will also mobilize other communities, including cookies, to be cooperative to them. And the deadline is September 30, if I'm not wrong. So we are hoping that by September 30, they will be able to identify it. And the government of Manipur also should be so proactive in implementing this initiative. No? And we will see what we will do, no, accordingly. Because when, as I already mentioned, when the dialogue and the military options fail, it is we people who are the last line of defense, no? So we cannot fail. We have to continue in whatever way it is suited to counter this homeland demand and to support this NRC.
Mr. Pramot Singh, it is always insightful to talk to you, and thank you once again for speaking to KRC Times and giving your valuable time.
Thank you.
Thank you. This is Vishwadip with Braja in Imphal. You are watching KRC Times.